Yeah, if I can just ask, we saw your speech. You spoke out about standing up for the truth and standing up against bullies. Given the events of the last 24 hours, is there any further advice?
I think it's after the events of the last couple of years, really.
Sure.
I strongly believe the truth is under attack, and it's not under attack by just one person in one country. It spreads across borders, and it's an issue in different parts of the world, and journalists like us are confronted with that in our daily lives. And the best way to fight it is to ensure that we're telling the truth, and to ensure that we're transparent in the way we do it. And I think we're at a very important point here in this issue, and I think we have to stand up for ourselves and stand up for each other because there's a lot at stake on this.
Oh, thanks for putting it out there. Victoria?
Hi, Victoria with the Press.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the end of your speech there, you mentioned you still want to continue as
I do.
a journalist.
Yeah. Well, I am doing some documentary work as a freelancer for the CBC, and just in the past week, I've also, I'm already doing a couple of projects, but just in the last week, I've begun negotiations with ZDF, the German public broadcaster, and we're doing a co-pro together on some. I can't really talk too much about it, other than to say that it's going to be significant, and it'll be a production that will be seen hopefully around the world. But look, in general terms, the person who stood here last year talking to you as the Lifetime Achievement Award winner was Chris Plummer, right? So we tend to look at these things, and I know I've always looked at Lifetime Achievement Awards as, okay, that's it, he's done. We're not going to see them around again, right? Well, Plummer is a perfect example of don't make that judgment. Here he is a year later, nominated for an Oscar, and he's still working hard. I'm not quite as old as Chris Plummer, and I still feel that I've got quite a few years ahead of me doing a different work. I needed a change of pace, and so I've got it, and I'm enjoying it.
Great.
Okay. Yes,
Rudy?
over here.
Hi, how you doing?
Yep, good.
Even though you're not at the helm anymore, do you miss it when you hear stories like, of course, Doug Ford losing his,
Who's that?
his new job and stuff? I mean, do you
Right.
miss not being able to talk about that stuff and what you've done for so many
Yeah.
years?
I thought I was going to miss it a lot more than I am. I mean, don't forget, like as Adrian said, I was doing that for 50 years, daily news. 20 as a reporter and 30 almost as the anchor. And I wanted to try something different. I love doing the big live news specials, and like yesterday was a great example of one that was supposed to be a 10-minute show and turned into whatever it was, 6-7 hours. I miss those kind of days. But I don't miss the daily routine anywhere near like I thought I would, and I'm really enjoying what I'm doing now.
All right. One more from Victoria, and then
Are you watching the new national? And so, what are your thoughts?
I am. Listen, I'll be honest. I'm not watching as much. I'm not watching the National as much as I used to watch the National because I'm on the road a lot. I'm doing a lot of traveling. I do a lot of speeches. But I do see it a couple of times a week anyway, at least. And listen, it's a challenging time in our business, really challenging. So many things are changing. 10 years ago, there were 75% of Canadians got their news from television. Now it's something like 50%, and it keeps going down. That's not because it's bad. It's because the way consumers relate to their news is different, especially young people. They're watching, this is how they watch television. They make their own choices about what they want in the news. And so we're trying to adapt. Everybody is trying to adapt, and the National is no different. So it's a much different kind of show than it was when I was there a year ago. And it'll be different a year from now because they're trying to adapt to a changing landscape, just like everybody is, just like print is. we tend to focus on print. The big landscape changes that are happening there. It's not just there. It's happening everywhere. And while all that's happening, we have this attack on us that we have to be prepared to defend ourselves with great journalism. And you're seeing some of that happen in the States. I mean, you're seeing New York Times, Washington Post, their subscriptions are actually going up because they're doing great journalism. And that's how you confront some of this, by doing great journalism, important journalism, journalism that matters. Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Back
you.
this way. Congratulations.
Thank you.